Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Yamal has got himself a free kick. Jimenez is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And it's Vitinha. And he's intervened well there. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. De Bruyne. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Yamal. And he welcomes it in. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Jimenez. Camavinga. And it's Fernandez. Serginho. Oh, that is a nice touch. Ronaldinho could try a terrific header. Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, cracking ball. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Martinez. It's a good ball out wide. Now it's Martinez. And he's searching just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Fernandez is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Martinez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Martinez. Cannavaro. Andrick. Spread out to the left. De Bruyne. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Now it's Vitinha. And this is Inzaghi. Ah, he's had a shot! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Vitinha, Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. It's a big chance! "3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do, and...
Martinez! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
They've played it short. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. He's come in hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi is flagged offside. Al Nassr are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Messi. Caicedo. Now it's Ronaldinho. Serginho. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Gerrard. Caicedo with a definite foul there. And he's going to have his name taken. It's a good 35 yards out, this. Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
There will be 3 minutes added
Jimenez.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Martinez is onto this. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know. And he's had a hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Donnarumma trying... Oh, what has happened here? That's very neat. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Al Nassr really could have done without this. To further improve their position of comfort. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, he's missed it, and the referee blows. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Al Nassr didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Alexander-Arnold. And Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Spread it left. Plays the return pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Inzaghi. Driving on and making good progress. It's Inzaghi! And that is great goalkeeping.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jimenez gets a foot in here. Now it's Son Heung-min, and the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's one-on-one, surely! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal! He's kept it out just.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's hoisted clear. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe.
And De Bruyne! Yamal! And he's there to clear it. Son Heung-min.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Son Heung-min. No, again there's no way through. Great vision. Ronaldinho gets into some space. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And how did he not make it 4?
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Caicedo. Number 6. Son Heung-min.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Number 7.
And there's the shot! Off the post!
23. Mbappe. Number 21. Kane.
There's the shot! Great football, shot and save.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Mbappe. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Serginho. Al Nassr perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Mbappe. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Ronaldinho, looking understandably energised after his goal. He is through here! Nice control. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Vitinha. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Nicely shaped ball. Valverde. Oh, they could break here. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Al Nassr are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Outstanding save to keep that out.
If he's really honest with himself, he was hitting that more in hope.
And here's Inzaghi. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, sweet feet. Bojan Krkic powering forward here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Andrich has given away a free kick.
Substitution. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's got away. Shot could be on. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such...
And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less every... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and welcome
Gorgeous,
to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And it's Valverde. Might be danger here. Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all. And here's Messi. And he can clear it away. Fernandez. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Caicedo. Fernandez gets a foot in here. And he skips past his man. And Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Oh, that's a key interception. Valverde. Akanji. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi too strong for his opponent there. And the counter is on. Played out towards the right wing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Still goalless at the moment. Now it's Messi. Messi. And it's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Jimenez gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever.
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And this is Messi, and he's lost his man here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He'll fancy himself from here. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. That's a good ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. That's a throw. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. Akanji. That is good alertness. Akanji going full steam ahead down the left flank. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He's found a way through. It's a good foot in there. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. He's picked his way through. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Son Heung-min. That's a good run down the left.
Time.
Akanji. In with the challenge. Good ball, good take. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Al Nassr got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Robertson getting this one clear. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to count. Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Robertson calmly anticipates. And it's Son Heung-min. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ball looks a good one. Great chance! There it is! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Strong running down that left flank. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Caicedo. Here's Oyarzabal. And this is Kane. Messi. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. He's looking wide. Jimenez clears it away.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Al Nassr are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. Son Heung-min going full steam ahead down the left flank. Caicedo. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's a lovely, neat pass. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Just eases him off the ball. Good ball, good take. Caicedo. Now it's Kane. Here's Oyarzabal. Out to the left it goes. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Kane. Kane. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Tries a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, what a mistake! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Jimenez. Oyarzabal, and this is Kane. Plays a sharp little ball here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal takes control of enemies on the move. Big chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is...
And the finish! Split-second reaction.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And they've got a throw. And here's Messi. He's gone for goal! That was a matter of inches.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And here's Kane. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So,
can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
And here's Mbappe. Jimenez. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Mikel Oyarzabal stood up well to him there. Valverde. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe. Now can he find a... Takes a shot! And it's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, that was vital.
Al Nassr are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Almost an hour gone. Good running, strong and purposeful. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Akanji.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And Robertson. And it's Son Heung-min. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's found a way through. Corner given. Messi with the short one. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. And here's Oyarzabal. Jimenez cuts it out. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. And he's had it nicked away. Oyarzabal has created one goal already. Pinches it off him. It's a searching pass. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Valverde. Now this could be a chance. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Messi. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's Camavinga.
Al Nassr really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Caicedo cuts out the pass. Akanji. Valverde. Mbappe. Jimenez. Caicedo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's good running with the ball. Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Out to the right. Son Heung-min looking understandably energised after his goal. Look at the space here. Mbappe! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cambio de jugadores.
Al Nassr are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And it's Kane. Son Heung-min. And it's Fernandes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And that's a throw-in. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Valverde shoots! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Messi. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Al Nassr perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
Hello,
promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Good effort from distance. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. The ball has bounced loose now. Thinks about the shot. And this is Hullet. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Koeman. Great vision. Koeman. Now it's Platini. Cross flung into... He's got full. Could be danger. Has another go. And he's there to get it away.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Koeman. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Platini. Threads one in. Lahm delivers.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koeman. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Son Heung-min. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And it's Michel Platini. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Up he goes! In he goes again! And he's done it! First blood drawn! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 17, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. So the
Substitution.
manager could make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Takes aim and crosses.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
It'll be a throw-in. Lahm. Ball driven towards the far post. Lahm has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Platini looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And a chance! Danger averted for now. Al Nassr have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Caicedo. Kane. For Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Batistuta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Koeman. And here's Mbappe.
Al Nassr certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Delivers the ball. Terrific header. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, there is a look that says it all. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Here comes another cross. And it's hoisted clear.
There will
Al
be 3
Nassr
minutes
are
added
looking to
time.
go forward now. Played out wide. Now it's Platini. And the cross comes in. Valverde clears. Has a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Fernandez. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Messi. And he's in on goal. Platini. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Al Nassr are down to 10 men. That's good running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely spread. A header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Robertson, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. Koeman. And here's Batistuta. He's in plenty of space here. Bale has it in a wide position. Cleared without hesitation. And that has been clubbed away. Has a look and plays it forward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Messi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The ball's gone astray. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Platini! And one more try!
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. Martinez can come on now. All the formalities have been completed.
Well, he looks like he has that extra spring in his step already, just raring to go.
A case now of complete control. Koeman demonstrating his defensive quality there. Al Nassr will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's got plenty of space out wide. Decent chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Just cruising! They are cruising! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bale. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Al Nassr present their opponents with the best possible chance here. To increase the lead. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And he's missed altogether.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
So, third corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Akanji has been sent off.